guys, it's Brenda from Monarch Natural Health, and today I am making gluten-free chocolate chip muffins. Now, you hear the words gluten-free and right away you're going to think dry, grainy, and these are so far from that. And most people who eat these, all people who I've served these to, don't even realize they're gluten-free. The first ingredient is almond flour. Now you want to get a super fine almond flour because you don't want those bits of almonds coming out in the muffin, or then it will be kind of grainy. So I like Bob's Red Mill, and I already have 2 cups measured out here. And you'll see that it's kind of lumpy. The lumps we will be breaking up after I add the rest of the flours. Now almond flour is very high in fiber, it's low in carbs, it's loaded with nutrients, and it also might help reduce the bad or LDL cholesterol, and it also helps with insulin resistance. The next thing we want is oat flour. This one is called oat fiber. They're the same thing. And oat flour is low in carbs, it's high in protein than regular flour, it's high in fiber, it's high in minerals such as phosphorus, manganese, chromium, and we want 1.5 cups. The next ingredient we're going to add is tapioca flour. Now tapioca flour is gluten-free. It's a binder, it adds a chewy texture, it helps with the moisture, and it's also allergy friendly. And we want 1/2 cup of tapioca flour, or tapioca starch it's also called. The next thing we add is baking powder, and we want 4 teaspoons of that. Now, there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, so I'm going to use 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. The next ingredient is just sea salt, and we want 1 teaspoon of that. And then what we do is we use a whisk, and we get all those lumps broken up and mix everything together so it's nice and mixed, and then we add all of our liquid ingredients. Now, the very first thing I'm going to add is vanilla. And vanilla has a really good flavor for these muffins. The other thing is you want a good quality vanilla. If you want to use vanilla extract, that's okay too. I like to make sure everything is organic, but we want 2 tablespoons of vanilla for this recipe. And I put all the wet ingredients right in the middle. So this is a 1 bowl recipe. And then one of the secret ingredients that keeps these muffins nice and moist is coconut milk. Now a lot of people think, well, then the muffins are going to taste like coconut. You can't tell there's any coconut in these muffins. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out 1.5 cups of maple syrup. Or no, I'm sorry, 3/4 of a cup. That was 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk and 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup. And the maple syrup contains a lot of minerals, a lot of trace minerals, a lot of antioxidants, and it's a really good substitute for sugar. So if you want, I mean, it's still sweet, so you have to watch that, but it is a lot better for you than cane sugar. And then all we do is we whisk this up. We combine the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients so it's nice and mixed. Get that all in there. Break up any of the lumps. Now this recipe is a great way for you to get extra fiber in your diet. Yes, it is considered a dessert because of the maple syrup, but it's a healthy dessert. I'm going to make sure that's good and mixed. And you'll see it's not like a traditional batter, it's kind of thick. So you just want to make sure it's thoroughly mixed, and then we're going to scoop this out with a scooper after I add in the chocolate chips. Now these chocolate chips are vegan. There's no milk products whatsoever, and sometimes it's hard to find a good quality chocolate chip that doesn't taste artificial, and these do not. They're from a company called Enjoy Life. They're made with all natural ingredients. 1 full cup of chocolate chips. And I like the mini chocolate chips. I think that they give the muffins a better flavor because you get a little bit of chocolate chip in each bite. Mix that into the batter. Okay, you're going to fill these muffin cups to the top. I usually do 1 scoop first and then come back and fill them the rest of the way after I'm done. And then we're going to bake these in a 350 degree preheated oven for between 22 to 24 minutes. So the muffins are out, and I like to use this straight little spatula thing to get them out. And then we're gonna let these cool completely before you eat them, or they'll be very soft because they're extremely moist muffins. You don't need the butter. They're sweet without it. They're nice and chewy and moist and nothing like you would think of when you hear the words gluten-free. So the muffins are done. They're nice and cool. I'm going to slice one so you can see what's inside and you can see how moist they are. They're not crumbly. They're nice and moist. And you can see all of those little chocolate chip morsels in there. Get them out. And they look so nice. Ah, Marky, I dropped one already. Okay. Okay, I'm done.